There's one thing that destroys even the strongest relationships, and once it shows up, it's almost impossible to repair. I am Reina, a relationship coach for successful women who are done overfunctioning in love. I've seen this pattern play out again and again in my clients and in myself. It's not money, it's not cheating, it's not even emotional distance. It's contempt. Before you scroll, I want you to really hear me, not with your defenses, but with your self-awareness, because this might be hard to hear, but it will save you, I promise. So save this and send this to your best friends. Even high-achieving, emotionally intelligent women do this. We roll our eyes, we sigh mid-conversation, we say things like, wow, you really thought that was a good idea? Or, forget it, I'll do it myself. We don't mean to be cruel. It's actually our exhaustion speaking, our disappointment disguised as control. And my clients say this to me all the time. You know, Reina, I don't hate him. I'm just tired. Or, I'm not trying to belittle him. I just can't depend on him anymore. And I get it, because I've done this too. Contempt doesn't come from arrogance. It comes from pain, from trying to protect yourself in a place that no longer feels safe. Contempt is corrosive. It doesn't blow up your relationship in one fight. It's like emotional rust, comment by comment, sigh by sigh. It eats away at safety until there's nothing left to hold the love. And here's a hard truth. Contempt doesn't come from hating your partner. It comes from feeling unseen, unheard, unheld. From that part of you that's been holding too much for too long. You start thinking, if I can't rely on you, I'll just rely on me. But over time, that independence hardens into bitterness. And the person you wanted to be understood by starts to feel like the enemy. And if you grew up in a home where love and criticism mixed, your nervous system probably confuses contempt with connection. You might even hear your parents' tone coming out of your own mouth. But here's the thing, you can't heal a relationship by shaming your partner into growth. And you can't create safety while secretly resenting the person next to you. Healing starts with awareness, not blame. It starts when you pause before the sigh, the sarcasm, the subtle jab. When you ask yourself, what pain am I trying to hide right now? Contempt says, I'm above you. But underneath, it's really saying, I feel small, I feel tired, I feel alone. And that's the moment your healing begins. Not when you try to change him, but when you stop outsourcing your emotional safety to him. Because that's the moment you start to reclaim your power. You stop expecting him to manage your peace, your validation, or your worth. You stop bending your boundaries to avoid conflict. You stop performing emotional labor just to feel safe. That's how you rebuild love, with humility, awareness, and self-responsibility. That's how you start setting boundaries. That comes from self-respect, not anger. And that's how you stop overextending. Not because you are cold or detached, but because you're finally anchored in your truth. And yes, sometimes when women finally stop overextending, the relationship ends. But that's not failure, that's alignment. Because when you stop managing love, you finally make space to receive.